Meowdy! You know what? I did kind of miss that. Hello, hello. I didn't need to get keys this time, which means that I have it unlocked already. It's because I've already started the quest. I'm sorry. Grandma Meluzine's homemade chili with extra spiciness and saltine crackers. I mean, homemade chili's pretty good, to be fair. I'm already a quarter. Am I? I guess so. I'm not surprised. It did quest lock me like 3 times or something. Oh, shoot. Thank you for the follow. Ramen Cat Chips. That is a fun name. But yeah, shoot. Oh. Probably not that much. Yeah, I did have to go back to it like 3 separate times. Because Huta just kept being busy with, you know, baizhu dying or something. Something like that. It's fine. He's fine. Maybe. Man, one of these days I'm gonna have to talk to you guys about what you guys want for like the eldritch being representation. Like how I want to actually approach drawing it one day. Not today, maybe. If we finish this early, then maybe, actually. Oh, you're sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really hope that this can help. Why am I... Stop that. Yeah, no, God, being sick sucks. I hope that you recover quickly. Hutade keeps the doctor away. Oh my god, it has been a while. Baiju's gonna treat your illness. Oh. I'm on a house. Whose house? Your house? Imagine if I'm already done with the quest.
It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiangli was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get you.
Yeah, who is this person again?
Tell us more about Jiangli. You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale.
I just want to interrupt this to just look at the little snake face. Oh right, my cursor is invisible. But like, look at her little face. It's so cute. She would bite me probably, but she's adorable.
She is several years older than I and also began
Snake.
her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Listen, snakes have like little puppy mouths and it's the cutest thing. I mean, depends on the type of snake, obviously, but like a lot of them have the little like :3 face. It's the cutest thing. Pela became a danger noodle. Listen, she's not a dangerous noodle. Look at her. She's just a little scarf.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Jialiang.
Wait,
Who's that?
Jiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
I remember Ayu. I do remember that kid. I don't remember everyone else's name. Jiang Yang and Jialiang are 2 different characters, okay. Is one of them like the grandpa that was like taking care of Ayu? I don't... okay, I'll figure it out. I'll get there. Just temporary amnesia, it's fine.
Jiangli did occasionally
Jiangli, rather.
come
Whoops.
to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family.
Okay.
Last time she visited us, she
There
and
is no
Master had
grandpa.
some
Oh,
sort of
shoot.
quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Wait, but then who was it that was like... Wasn't there someone who was like taking care of Ayu and then their memory wasn't working right? Or is that... Am I just mixing this up with a different quest now? Oh no.
Quarrel? What happened?
My memory's going. His dad! Dang it! Okay, his dad. Was that one of them?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Oh no, please answer. I'm working with like negative information because my brain has deleted it.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
In my defense, between the last time I did this quest and now, I had to go through Fontaine and all of the eldritch nonsense there. Losing a bit of your memory? I feel like that's par for the course.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
So was Jialiang Ayu's dad? Or he did go through a lot of effort to help someone, that's true. I'm trying to remember.
No. Even if my master had
Nyang.
never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Fair enough. You don't need to be sorry. You could do like nice to see you again if you want to go for another English one. Let's see. Konnichiwa? Oh, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, that's a good one. Let's see. In Mandarin, the sound for a meow is a mi. So, ni hao. Hey. So it's me, the sound for Mandarin. So that actually makes that easier. Instead of ni, it's me. So am I. So like if you call a cat over, it's like me. So there's that. And that's why like I think the archetypical like cat name like is like Mimi, I think. I think. Don't quote me on that one. Let me think. Oh, I came up with one for a dog for Mandarin because dogs go wang. So wang shanha. So like good evening. I'm having fun. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Sorry, baizhu. I feel like that was a sigh at me. I think that she just sighed at my puns. Sorry, Changsheng.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu.
Changsheng's so disappointed.
Known as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
Changsheng's very relatable. Listen, I think that these puns are hysterical, you know?
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions?
Yes, we're very gullible.
You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
Boo, hiss. Ah, I see we have another snake in the crowd. Snaked your way in there, huh? Slithered your way in?
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years.
Alone,
There
yeah.
must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up, but if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
I feel like that we've been sidestepping the really obvious one of Mielo. I feel like that one's really obvious. Ah, that is indeed a wooden pillar. There are faint marks for Ayu's height. Okay. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner can leave. Well, why would you write that on a pillar? I feel like, Okay. Very physically fit. It's been a while since any new... Well, I assume they're not physically fit anymore. Diary with childish handwriting. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix them in no time. The dinner table was a bit wobbly today when we sat down to eat. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. Dad's forgetting things again. I'll have to write it all down for now and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better. Ooh.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Ah! Okay!
What
Benshin Beiming tricks.
Chung Sheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
Oh my gosh. Is it because it's baizhu? Is it Benshin Jaming? Oh no, what have you started? God remain. Oh right, that's what this was about.
Sense it too?
Oh right.
You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains.
Is the hive mind still a thing? Supposedly.
Is it? Breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
Paimon, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like the fog is breathing, or do you mean the bottle is breathing? Because both are equally pretty bad.
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe
Oh, probably the
poison
little
in this
miasma.
bottle is alive.
You know, when you say God remains, usually that implies that it's all that remains and therefore they're dead. Not sure I like this.
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances.
The fact that there's a book with such detail is concerning. And I say this because in reality, there is actually a book of poisons out there, and the fact that it was written is very concerning. So, and for the right reasons. I think the person who wrote it was, like, arrested because they were kind of a murderer. That's beside the point.
If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Offshoots?
Hmm.
The main body is somewhere else?
Yeah, I do remember in the manga.
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear to a varying extent
Oh, that's
the call
awful.
of the source.
Is this another eldritch being? God dang it. Also, I think that the bot text screwed up. Why is there a dollar sign? No. I'll fix that for next time. It's not really that big a deal. That's weird though.
The call of the... Wait. So back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading.
Back to Tinsa Village. Great. You have I wasn't expecting there to be so many eldritch beings. It's a real big extended family.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used
The
as
mother
the
load.
poison's key ingredient. The mother load.
If it was LOAD, that'd be a different story. It'd be treasure hunting. That'd be fun. Too bad it's not.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang? Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
Imagine if it was Ayu. It probably wasn't, but you know.
You mean Jialiang?
Yeah, that
Why
makes
would he
sense.
poison himself? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone
Oh,
else who
wait.
lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Sorry, the traveler's face is really...
Huh? So you're saying...
Oh, Jiang Li. Okay.
It was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
I don't know. Maybe he was a terrible husband.
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Maybe it has something to do with the pillar markings? It was like something about like when he grows up he can leave. That doesn't really suggest a great home life. Maybe just bad cooking. Oh no.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
Okay.
Yes. According to the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jia Liang's system without the need for any further treatment.
Is there like a safe way to dispose of them? Because like it feels like almost like, I don't know, something radioactive where it's like there needs to be like a specific method of disposing of it.
Do you know
I don't know.
anything about god remains in Chingsa village?
I don't know, Dora.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
I feel like if we throw it into the primordial sea, it's just gonna make something much worse. Like another sea eldritch being, which we have enough of those.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this? Well,
Are you no longer friends with the Adepti? We know the Adepti. We can go and talk to them.
Changsheng's memories and powers are
Aww.
not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Old Snick.
whoa, what? Enter a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon.
Yeah, Inazuma does turn it into weapons. It's fine. The sword grew a conscience or something.
Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
I won't lie, that's actually very tempting.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing!
I'm surprised you didn't zero in on the... Well, I guess you can eat anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Baizhu, maybe when you retire,
Paimon.
let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
I'm sure there's some stipulation there.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament.
Oh.
None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
You gotta be sneaky and sus.
Peppermint? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
And that's why you can't make a contract with her. Oh, yeah, that too. Huh. I was wondering that, okay.
Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you!
Mannequin Man?
Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck!
That's actually a really funny one for Changsha. But Mannequin Man? Is it because he has it around his neck like a scarf?
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand.
Hello.
Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they are? If it were
Are we just gonna call us Yao again?
Whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
I think... Man, we're just abusing this privilege, huh?
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh no, Meowdy? I mean, I said it earlier. And don't you worry, there were a lot more cat puns earlier. But I will say it again. Meowdy, Meowdy, welcome.
Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Konnichiwa. What? You weren't there, but you're a hive mind. You should all have been present, technically. Oh, Miha, like, am I? Because, that's the sound. Yeah, N&M is like, yeah, let's go, puns! Ciao. Just very sheepish, sorry. Hey, what's up?
You called?
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Paimon every time.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Am I in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this
Sometimes the hive mind brain cells aren't awake.
Huh? It's you.
Oh, they know each other?
Baizhu of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The lantern rite when we met briefly. I was unaware of your
Oh.
true identity.
Oh, I forgot about that. It's been a while.
Must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two
Wait,
already
was that a
know
thing?
each other?
Our paths have crossed before.
I just... Why jump down when you can teleport, I guess?
I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Yeah, well... yes and... Oh, it was in the trailer. Okay.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable.
Lament?
I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Chinksa village.
I feel it is unwise to build a village on top of, you know, the grave of a god. Oh, you know, that probably wasn't a good idea. Ha ha ha, that is the plot of every horror movie.
A vile monster known as the Ch once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis.
Ooh. Yeah, I hope you're having fun.
The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains.
Oh.
Chinksa village was founded sometime after that.
That's what the purpose of the statues were. Huh.
The seal is still mostly intact. If the Ch is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep
Ch.
underground.
Sure.
However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
Yeah, OBS is a time and a half. That's why I very rarely try new things. I'm gonna have to eventually. Best of luck. It's an enigma. And then things can break when things update. It's real time.
I
Anyway.
do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary.
The mortals are being poisoned because of the god remains. I think that this is now your problem.
But when demonic forces are
There we go.
involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
Thank you. Who are you making eye contact with? The snake or baizhu?
Hmm?
Ah,
No.
Tangshan. Oh, you didn't do the quest yourself. Oh, it's locked behind the Xiao quest? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, have a good rest. Just stream through your PS4 and only worry about bad quality. Oh, how to cut to your be right back. So like adding a stinger? Like that? Or like just switching scenes and stuff?
I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but
But this isn't the decision that the mortals are making.
immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
Oh.
I
Oh.
shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
Huh. Hey, Vigil, you want to expand on that?
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them. That's Joe for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
Changing it to an image. So, like, adding the PNG to the scene? Because I just make, like, a really big 1920 by 1080 for it. And then from there, like, there's scene transitions, and then you can add a stinger and it can fade to that image if you have different scenes.
If the god remains are leaking
Maybe?
from underground,
Maybe that helps? I don't know.
Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb gathering trips. If we can find the cave,
Then we can find the god remains.
Master, there's a problem.
I am so sorry. You had to run so far.
Gray? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Spooky Kirara Halloween week streams? Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. That might have to do with the I need to figure things out thing.
what happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoyang.
Oh, cool.
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
Your audio is a time and a half in OBS. Ugh.
It seems that my worst fears
Oh?
have been confirmed.
The mother load?
Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
I mean, we could go and look for... We, like Traveler and Paimon, us, we could go and look for the cave. We aren't exactly medical professionals. You can go and do that, and we can split up, you know? Oh, my gosh, Reva's here again. Let the bullying begin! Cellmate? Are you guys trapped in prison? What's up with this hive mind? Oh yeah, you did get banned in Emily's chat that one time. That's right. Oh shoot, thank you for the 2 months.
Yay.
Yay! Yeah, thank you for sticking around. Still a newcomer in the prison. Oh my god, you guys.
But I don't want
You're a senior citizen? Oh, hello, children.
What's wrong? Dad?
Oh, we really did just leave them kind of unsupervised, huh?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Not well.
Dr. Baizhu, you're back. My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
To be fair to Titi, she does have, like, a talisman in front of her face that's, like, kind of blocking her peripheral vision. No, Titi wouldn't have the gun. That's a different character.
When Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Kui, please take Jia Liang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
I assume something happened with the mother load.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Oh, I guess I don't need to fix the bot. That's weird.
Xiang's secret art again, is he?
He probably is.
Is there really no other way to save Jialiang?
What do they have to say?
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Oh. Around the building? Wander around the building a little? Oh. Hello.
Dr. Baizhu is still treating the patient. Please do not disturb him for now.
Okay, not you. Is there something else that I'm missing? Huta? Hi? What are you doing here?
Fancy running into you guys at a place like this. What are the chances?
Yeah, what are the chances that you're in a random corner, in an isolated corner of Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Nothing. I was just battling against some writer's block.
Writer's
so
block?
I took a stroll to see if I could get my muse back.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it's working. Stealthy as a snake. She can hear them coming, plants a little bait, and they all come running.
So, I'm just gonna call her out. Hello.
You'd better not snitch on me, okay?
I might. I probably won't. I don't think I'll have the option to. Okay, now I need to wait till morning. At least it isn't quest locking me. They have a system for it now. Was it 8 to 10? She wants to bury Chi-Chi, yeah. 'Cause, good meowing. But yeah, she wants her soul to rest in peace or something. Not anymore? Oh?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Might, unless we don't get to the mother load.
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him.
He's probably not okay.
Before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
He must have been using his extended life so often on his patients that he's, like, shortened it.
Oh.
That's what I'm guessing anyway.
Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiangli once we find her.
Give him both of his kidneys.
Has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Maybe don't.
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany IU to the Adventurers Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jialiang again. Do you think
He's not okay.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Oh, straight into the cutscene? Or...
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiangli's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Snaila.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just... Who's talking behind our backs again?
You're facing us, though. We're not talking behind your backs.
Baizhu! Changsheng!
I think that this is... We'll see if they...
Of course.
Yeah, okay, he's lying.
There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
Hope you can get some of that, Grandma Meluzine's homemade chili. That's what it was. Yeah, have good food.
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
I should have saved my cough for this. It's okay, it's technically still a little there, so, you know. I'll deploy the cough when necessary.
What? You mean...
Melazine
if we
ramen.
got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition.
But it's just killing him in a different way.
Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs.
Oh yeah, I do have a slight cough. I've had it for the past, like, week-ish? But it's just a little bit, so it's not that bad. Like, it's at least... I'm not getting laryngitis, knocking on wood. Was the bean fed? The bean was fed. Hope that you recover quickly. Stay hydrated. I am still saving up in Star Rail. Yes.
Though it was created from God remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Since last Friday. Well, if it's not like... God, I used to have really terrible coughs, but like theoretically it should clear up in a bit. Just a couple days. Right?
Had he not taken it all
Hopefully,
these
anyway.
years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition.
Oh, that's good. I mean, not Baiju's thing. That's good, Blackside. Yeah. You got Clara. Listen, Clara's great.
Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it.
Yeah, no pressure, of course.
He had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy. Or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself
Oh,
to
shoot.
them.
See you later, maybe.
I fear that the situation
I think
is
that Ayu's
just
mom might
as
not be
that
okay.
just described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible, whatever the cost may be.
Oh no.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind.
Has everyone been coughing? Oh, there it is. Well, I mean, stay hydrated. Honey and citrus, very good. Yes, take your COVID tests. And cough medicine if you need it. Like, you know, if it can help.
In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's
You also have
condition
cough.
for now,
Everyone has a
so
cough.
Our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is.
Huh. Oh, did his wife really try to treat him by shoving toxic corpse parts into his body? I think that there was no other cure.
Her regular exposure to God remains over such
At
a
a last
long
month.
period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been
Man,
missing
everyone's
for
just getting
several
ill.
days, I am fearing worse.
Oh no! Exclamation point! And he's heard!
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Maybe we should have talked in a more private location.
It's Jialiang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Yeah, there are ways to, like, use toxic materials to treat underlying conditions. I think the most well-known is, like, you know, anti-venom. You need venom to actually do that. To make anti-venom. But, like... in this case, God remains... It's like working with a cursed artifact or something. I feel like it's a little bit different. Chemotherapy, yeah. Top pops up like, I'm here too. Really? That's true, that's true.
Baizhu, please, let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiang Li's sake.
I think the difference is that, like, in this particular instance, there's no, like, studies or tests to see, like, how safe it actually is in the long term, which is why it's, like, failing so badly now. Also, hi! Shoot, you don't usually show up in streams. Hello, how's it going?
After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's
Spider-Man
way in
meme.
the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way.
You're still sick!
I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
Dawe is not part of this patch.
No, we're out of time. We have to go now. Right now.
No, you're stressing yourself more, sir.
I forget everything again.
No.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it?
Because you have a kid who I think has already lost his mom? I don't know.
There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before
Oh,
we
hi,
manage to
Huda.
find her.
What about your kid?
Very well. Then follow me.
What about your child? Huta's really doing exclamation point lurk.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yeah, we're endangering our patients.
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Oh boy.
Dr. Baizhu, do you mean...
Hop to it now, and remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
That sounds ominous. Where is Ayu?
Everyone, please be careful.
Oh. No. Is Huta still there? She was around this corner. She's gone. Well. Okay. Time to go and dig up a god's body. Does this count as desecration? Huta putting on a detective hat and a little monocle. Listen, we gotta be spooky. It is the month of spooks. Spooks and scares and skeletons. As well as sacrilege. Yeah, you're right.
That strange feeling is back.
Oh, right, because we didn't move the little
It's
note,
just like
huh?
the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way.
Maybe just point us in the direction. You can, sit
I'm
down.
sure of it.
I feel like you're gonna die. If you keep going.
I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
This is not a good idea. Well, if we desecrate this grave, it
This
sounds
place
like
feels
we're
familiar.
about to, I don't know,
I've been here before.
replace it. I'm pretty sure the ache is just heart failure.
There's an inauspicious presence
Oh no!
here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Please go and sit down somewhere.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
we found the cave. You don't need to do anymore.
No. I have
Freaking-
to keep going.
Ah!
Jiang Li is still waiting for me.
You have a kid! Why is Xiao up there? Everyone is just spying! Yeah, Xiao's just up there, looming ominously.
Then let's hurry.
Heckin', just leave him there! Xiao, take him! Take him to the top of that mountain! Wait, can I go up? Hold up. If I go up there, can I just talk to him? Hold on. He's still there. Hold on. That's just his normal height. Oh, don't do him like that. Just cowboy shit. I'm surprised. Like, I thought he would disappear, but if he's still... Yeah, there he is. Hi. Does he have any dialogue? How's it going?
From the looks of it, you've already tracked down the location of the source? Really? That's good to hear.
Have you just been standing here?
I cannot simply look the other way when evil spirits are involved.
Did we even need this guy? Can't we have just asked you where the source was?
In any case, the evil presence here is growing stronger. I can sense it.
Wait, actually, we didn't need this guy. We didn't need to risk this guy's health to take him here. Because we could have just asked Xiao. Oh my
Whatever
god.
you're planning to do, make it quick. If you leave it too long, and I am compelled to intervene, things may not turn out the way you wish.
Oh, he might. Because the whole thing is vanquishing demons. And if Jiang Mi is still in there, there's a real chance that bad things can happen. Do I actually need Geo? Because I know that there are sometimes, like, the puzzles where you actually need it. Well, you know what? You learn by doing. We'll see if I actually needed it for a puzzle or something.
This place gives Paimon the creeps.
It's past when they stop doing that. Okay, that's
Who
good.
knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
I have a feeling that they didn't dig their way out. They are
Judging by
gone.
the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
Because they're dead, probably.
I remember
Ah,
now.
oh, Samyani.
She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave.
Seriously, you shouldn't be here.
But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Seriously,
Easy, Jiao
go
Yang.
back.
Come on, let's keep going.
We shouldn't be enabling this. Yeah, literally, he has a kid. Like, we'll find your wife. Go and Okay, so Snick.
And the side effects.
Oh, sure. Thanks, Auto Target, for defacing in the correct direction.
Emerge. Right here.
Boop. Okay. Ooh, I do like the animation for it though. That's pretty cool.
A bitter pill to swallow.
It's better we take him instead of leaving him unsupervised. We wouldn't be leaving him unsupervised. There's assistance. It's Chi-Chi's kid now.
Sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
The burn marks are still fresh. I don't think this was left here by the treasure hoarders.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? You sure? 'cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiangli was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine.
No,
Let's
you're
keep going.
not.
I can feel it.
Oh my god.
She is right below us, waiting for me.
No, that's the poison in you being called to the source of the poison. Which she probably is also there. But like, thank you for the follow. I'm descending into insanity. Okay, anything around? Nope.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
We're really just doing that thing where we're just like watching this guy die slowly and just not helping. Oh no, the horror. Okay.
We can keep going now.
It's not exactly a puzzle.
The energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Ah, okay. That's an introduction. Introduction. Now there's an actual puzzle. Interesting. Okay. Can it interact with the crystals? Well, there's a door over there. So... just get rid of that. No, it doesn't. Okay. I wonder what the mechanisms were from, though. Oop. Oh, shoot. Thank you for the follow. Oof.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Be still.
Into the wind.
Okay. You gone? Oh, there's more. Hello.
Taking a turn for the better.
Word. Come back. Come back? You... okay. Where are you going? There we go. Oop.
Mind the side effects.
The doctor will see you. Ah! I mean, that's just medicine into that, right? Yeah, although Baiju's more of a Dendro healer than an actual shielder. Dude, I'll be fair to him in that respect. Oh, is this the main room again? Okay. Sonic's got a bit of a rework in this game, clearly. Not blue anymore. Well, oh, can I not? Wait, why can't I activate it? Bit weird, but alright. Okay, I'll move this over this way. Medicine is either eldritch or made with war crimes. Why not both? The eldritch can also be the war crime. Oh, okay, I see. This activates that one, which activates that one. Okay. There is nothing else to... Alright. There we go. I swear if there was another gap there. Alright. You know what? I'll keep baizhu out. You know, if something terrible happens to him, I am going to say that I called it. Just saying. Because at this point, it's really out of my hands. Mind the gap.
Zhongli!
That's Zhongli. Oh, that's... Oh, never mind.
God remains must have lured them here.
Oh, there she is.
My back.
For a second, I thought she transformed. Huh? Oh, shoot. Thank you so much for the raid. I can't do the shout out right now. I swear I'll get to it after this. I hope that your stream went well. I hope you had fun. I don't think that anyone can, just because I think I have it labeled under a mod. Please stop facing in the wrong direction, baizhu. Stop targeting the wrong thing. Yeah, I have to do it. Okay.
Right here, right now.
Please just go away so that I can... Come on! Just... Stop it! Just let me do the shout out! Oh my gosh! Okay.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it?
There we go.
Is she...
All interest stream. But yeah, I hope that it went well. Hope that... I don't know what you were doing in Genshin, but I hope that things were not traumatic like they are going to be for Jialiang.
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave.
As in, this is about to be her grave.
Encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
Doesn't he die then?
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here.
Oh no, Ayu has to choose mother or father.
If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life. After all that, we can't just give up on him.
Baizhu also literally sacrificed his his lifespan twice for this guy.
Baizhu, you're a great doctor. Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
I don't think we have heart medications in this world.
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
Oh, that maybe is not reassuring.
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
Just whap him on the head. Stop it! Stop sacrificing your own life!
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu. I'm all too aware of the dangers of God remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family.
Oh, do you finally remember your child?
I know for a
That you
fact that I
didn't
should have died over a
Born
decade ago.
about any of this?
The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Mount
my
Olympus. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back, then even if I die.
Jialiang.
What do you mean? He's an actual person.
Death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life.
That's called a will to live and survive.
Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment. That's all.
Imagine Traveler sharing information about... Anyway. He finally remembers his kid.
Of course.
I feel like we should have been able to...
Thank you,
whatever.
everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Isn't he doing this for this kid? The thing is, when he came here in the first place and, like, we didn't even know that this was, like, the possibility, like, her, like, being trapped down there and stuff, and being, like, corrupted and yada yada. Before that, when he made the decision to come out here and risk his own life, knowing that there is a very good chance he won't go back to his kid, that's what I'm calling him out on for not remembering his kid. Because he made the choice before knowing all of this stuff right here that he could have just left Ayu without both parents. And Ayu didn't even cross his mind. He literally was just like, I want to find my wife. I want to find her. And it's just like, and we all know it was a bad idea.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods. What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li. What's the point of it all?
Well, we've been respecting his decision up to this point.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs,
That's what that was about.
for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurer's Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me.
I mean, we could probably also give you, like, a piece of paper and a pen to, like, write a letter for your kid or something. Okay.
I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
What? Baizhu can just do that? Interesting.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch how you grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have.
Oh.
Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Jialiang!
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
Ah, the Chi-Chi method.
How does it feel to come back to life?
Ah, the Chi-Chi method.
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Is this legal? Well, it's not illegal, maybe. I don't know what the laws are about necromancy.
Die? You did indeed.
Oh!
As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
It's not legal in Sumeru. That's true. He just has to not go to Sumeru. Oh, now he's gonna have... Yeah, no, that's actually absolutely correct.
I'm a zombie?
Congratulations, you are dead, but you are still here.
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality.
Oh,
With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death.
oh, Huatal is not going to be happy about
Of
this.
course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out.
Are you using him as an experiment?
But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world. in peace. I
Oh,
hope
she
that
knows.
Director Who
She's right
finds
here.
This arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
I am not satisfied. She's just sitting here like, I will never be satisfied with your sus methods, you horrible green man. It's not legal on Fontaine at Wednesday. Huh. That's true. Only on Wednesdays, though.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance.
Oh.
After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingsa village?
Oh my god, it's your fault?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Listen, immortality sucks, but this isn't really an actual immortality thing. It's way too... It probably won't last very long, to be honest. Stay there for after the cutscene. Okay.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
I mean, we knew.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
You can die tomorrow, yeah.
Director Who told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted
Ah,
was to
yes,
help John
reverse
find
lurking.
his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration.
So now he can't take showers. How waterproof are those seals?
One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
Chi-Chi, living in fear.
You stay away from my dad. When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good.
He's actually dead. Chi-Chi's is waterproof, that's fair. Oh, that's true.
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone? All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Food.
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Jiangli and Ayu around the dinner table.
He's either gonna have... This is either his hero arc or villain arc. 50-50 shot. Ooh.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Oh, it's funny because Chinese zombies, they eat your life force, not brains. So, I don't know if that's any better.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Anti-hero arc, you're right.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Are we eavesdropping? Oh. Oh. Okay.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I think she forgot.
I forgot.
Interesting. All right. Zombie 101. Get your stretches in. Get some morning stretches. Okay. Oh, I caught in the walk
Time
cycle.
flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changsheng, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way.
I think she's called Jiangli because she was making a jiangshi.
Turn out this way, Baizhu.
Why don't I walk at the same speed as her? It looks like I'm tripping every 5 seconds. Oh, okay.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it
Nigel, that
functions.
seems on brand.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone.
I mean, you don't need God remains for this one, hopefully.
Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chen Yu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, haven't given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself.
Oh.
There are so many that some of them I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chen Yu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad will be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
Probably not. Hey, is he gonna tell us?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Oh, I guess he does actually tell us.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chen Yu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me, did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojin. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people would take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
Well, that was a lot.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did switch eyes, huh? That's interesting.
Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Right, it'll end with him, whether that means it's his death or his life. Well, we can hope.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one.
And he's been testing it on himself. Yeah. He doesn't intend to die, but if he does, then he's not going to pass on the contract. That's what I'm gathering anyway.
After me to lose their lives
Yeah,
to this
he doesn't want to.
contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host.
Huta's gonna hate you.
It seems only one solution, doesn't it? Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, baizhu.
That's true. She already is like narrowed eyes, putting on like spyglass, watching him. But I don't know. Now that we know this, it's just like, yeah, if she knew about this, it's gonna start the sensual alliance. It's gonna be the abundance.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Oh, is it because Chang'e is making the elixir of immortality on the moon? Is that it? Is that it?
Dr. Baizhu,
Too bad the moon isn't real
what
here.
are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon. Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
Are there coconuts in this game? Like, have we ever seen a coconut? Or like a palm tree? Huh. Oh, thank you for the follow. I don't think so. Well, we do have a that's concerning.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
That's why Huta has a spear. She's the hunt.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Oh wow, finishing this early? Dang, now what? You know, I could start going through the R&R quest a little bit. I could. Event quest? That's true too. Event quest or R&R? Yeah, to be fair, it's also because like I had already started this a bit ago. So I think I must have already missed like half an hour of it. Okay, I think the consensus is event quest. Okay. Go to quest. Wherefore? Therefore. R&R is long. Oh, I know. I'm aware. But I need to knock out like some of it so I can do the Yoimiya part 2. Hey, what's up? R&R isn't real.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just
That is a specific example. Hello.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
Never a dull moment.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tour around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s.
Why are you
as they
counting?
brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
Are they having like a contest or something?
What the? This gets worse and worse.
Oh, happy lurking.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stonegate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
A counting festival. It's a poetry festival.
It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
I don't think I did that one actually.
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala.
They really are just upping each other's mischievousness.
Various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Yeah, and translation doesn't really help.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Who? Tao. Hotel Travago. Forsooth, I am wont to dabble in verse.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when
Did I?
gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea of clouds always return.
Looks like
I do not remember that.
Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2. You guessed it so effortlessly.
No, it's very smooth.
You still guessed it wrong.
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
Event amnesia?
We came here hoping to invite a special
That's about right.
guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
Bribe him with almond tofu.
Xiao, you're here too!
He's just always perched somewhere.
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Oh yeah, Duelia. I had to like physically stop my accent from coming in because I have the thing that makes me go like Dueliar. So anyway, beside the point. Yeah, it's couplets. It's like I know I've written them for like calligraphy for like Chinese New Year before, where it was like the frame, like what's it called? The 2 lines on like the sides of a door thing. So I don't know. Memories.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We
Wait,
all
have I ever
start
seen a
one
brain
with
before?
Bitsy Spider,
Hmm.
but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time.
He already does that.
And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on.
Oh yeah, I should probably change the name of the stream. Let's see. There.
But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to take a quick walk and check things out.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
It's all been Huthal. Always has been.
I'll consider it.
Goodbye.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
You should bring some almond tofu. Bribe him.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
Let's see what extra dialogue they have. Hello.
How about that for an opening?
Yes, I like it. But if we could give it a bit more oomph, it would be even better. I think we should